Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting episode of Midlife Criticals. This is our 5th episode. One thing we did forget to mention at the end of the last episode is everyone did level up. So right now we're going to go through and each person is going to roll hit points, and if they want to divulge any kind of information to you about what they picked at level 4, they can. If they want to keep it in pocket for some secret RP stuff, they're going to do that too. So, starting left to right, starting with Brandon Cassie-Holt, who is going to roll hit points for his level 4.
Oh, it's super easy. I took Bard. No. I took Paladin, and I took Oath of Glory. And I was totally going to be a 6.
Okay, let's explain how we're going to be doing hit points with this group. They can roll up to 3 times. However, if they choose to roll again, they can never go back. So if you roll a 4 and roll a 3...
A 2 is definitely reroll.
Okay.
Double.
Better.
Ooh. Did you roll a 2 again?
No, I rolled a 4. Come on,
whatever
6. 5, I'll take it.
All right, 5 plus your Constitution modifier.
Which is
all right. So next is Meg with Willow. You're level 4.
I'm level 4. I took another level in Warlock. And I took a feat to Chef. So I'm just gonna make snacks for everyone.
We're gonna be eating good.
It is hashtag snack time. That's a 3. That's a 6.
Ooh.
I'm gonna keep the 6. I'm gonna keep the 6.
Good choice.
All right, next up to the right, Teresa with Neve.
Okay, so I took a level in Rogue because Rogue shit. And I'm gonna roll, and yeah, that's a 2. That's getting rerolled. Come on. Ooh.
What is
It's like Sophie's Choice with the 5.
It's a 5.
I say risk it. Risk it for the
You
biscuit.
get your plus.
I get +1.
So it's a 6.
Risk it.
No.
Can you tell? I don't gamble.
Everyone's scared of 1.
I went to 3. You went to 3.
Oh, I went to 2.
Oh, you went.
That would have been my 3rd if I chickened out.
Also, if you haven't guessed, this is our first in-person stream where we all got together. Some people did too. Thank you.
Kidnapped.
Teresa and Mag, who drove the 2.5 hours to come be here in person. Figured it was episode 5, might as well do one in person. If you like the in-person ones, let us know. Obviously, we'll try to do more of them. If not, if you want us to go back to our webcams, we'll do that too. It's up to you all.
If you like the in-person, we are accepting donations for gas money. Gas is very expensive in Northern Ontario.
And finally, on the right, we have our resident bard, Esme, rolling her D8.
8.
Come on.
I took another level of Bard.
Get the dice like that.
I got an 8.
Shit,
So, I'm gonna keep.
Are you sure you don't want to reroll the 8?
I'm good. I'm good. So that's actually 9.
Look at that. 9 hit points, the bard's the tank, everything is good in the world. Little recap from last week. The adventurers helping out
For dice.
Mr. Antoine Markov by going into the depths of the crypt to double check what they had just uncovered. While down there, they ran into an area of the crypt that was dedicated to those they could not save, and in doing so, found some background information from a former priest of the church, a Victor Justice, who explained some scenarios where a disease hit the town and they were unable to save it. They weren't able to save those affected by the disease, and they created this part of the crypt for that. Now the heroes have now left the crypt, and upon leaving the crypt and telling Mr. Antoine Markov was down there, he suggested they get away from the entrance to the crypt and go back up to the main church because he had also found something. And we had left off just as the heroes were heading out into the main hall of the church of Tyr to find out what each of them have learned. So, as you all head out of the wing that is damaged, filled with rubble that you have cleared partially, you walk into the large area that you've been meeting in, which is the central area of the Church of Tyr, with the pews and the statues and whatnot, the altar at the front. As you enter, you see Mr. Antoine Markov's head down in the book. You can see he's kind of almost talking under his breath, almost like he's talking to himself. He's muttering to himself. Well, if this doesn't make any sense, why would they do this if they... I don't understand, why would they just shelf the church? It doesn't make any sense to me. This was really what was happening. I don't understand why they would just stop all of a sudden. And he kind of just sits down on the altar and he just looks back to you all. So what did you guys find on there other than a puddle?
You first?
Oh yeah, because definitely the book's definitely gonna be more interesting than the puddle that killed you. Anyway,
What? We're not dead. Fuck you, we're not dead.
If we were dead, you would have a hell of a lot bigger problem.
There'd be a much bigger army up here.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that
You're welcome for
everyone-
saving your ass.
I've just been sleeping here myself with the occasion, of a nice Mr. Cassie Hope staying here with me. But I've been staying here by myself, and I had no idea there was puddles there. We need people in the basement. So for me,
No one got
it's kind of
eaten.
shock.
How do you feel knowing that like you were inches from death at all times?
Terrible. Now you remind me of it. Really, honestly, the fact you keep bringing it up and putting it to the forefront of the conversation really just helps bring the anxiety level
Like
down.
at any moment they could have just broken through.
Any
and
single
just-
moment, my mother would have gotten a letter.
They would have only found you.
Who would have sent the letter?
The Church of Tea is very good at letting people know when their family members have passed.
Well, like, how long would that have been though? Because like, you're here alone. Who would have known?
You're making this worse the whole time you're talking.
That's what I do best, yeah.
I don't think you're a doctor, but not like of the mind. I can tell you right now.
Yeah,
you're
no.
making it worse. If we were going to talk about pros and cons, definitely a con when you talked about my mental health there. But anyway, I'll let you know about what undangerous things I found up here in books.
Oh, right, go on.
So while you were down there fighting for all of our lives, because I wasn't going to not be back up, I'm a lover, not a fighter, I found that there was, at one point, this temple was huge, very big. People came from all around to come here. There was some kind of miracle child, and she would heal people. The church itself was incredibly important in this area. I'm talking like people would do pilgrimages here. How the church just kind of went from something like that to this current state, didn't really mention that. But it did say that there was an issue with the leadership, and for the time being, the church would be unmanned for a while until they found someone else to come up here. However, clearly they found absolutely no one to come up here.
What was the miracle child's name?
It did not say, it just said a child blessed by Tyr himself. So that's all I have.
When was that?
It was about 40 years ago.
So that miracle child's a miracle adult.
Miracle middle-aged adult.
Miracle retired, maybe. Who knows? But it doesn't say anything. It just said one day, it just like as if the whole church and everything just fell off the face of the map. The church here even has records, official records saying that the church was going to be stood down, but there was some kind of investigation, nothing here on it, just that there was a final decision that the church itself was going to be mothballed. That's it, that's all I got. I don't understand why they would do it. To me, this seems real fishy. It's giving me a real weird vibe. Also kind of sucks that they sent me here. It's kind of,
maybe
I'm
there's a
starting to
reason.
understand it.
It's like you pissed someone off, right?
I definitely pissed someone off, 100%.
Yeah.
Do you think it was your personality?
It could be, but I've been told I have what you would call a sunny disposition.
Well, you definitely have something.
So I found that. What did you all find?
We had a wee spider friend. His name was Spite. Where's
He's MIA.
you lost Spike?
I did. In the
Was it when you got naked in the basement?
no, he's gone before then.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You had one job.
Can I shout out to Spike in Spider using speech of Beast and Leaf?
Oh yeah, 100%. You can yell spider.
Spike! Spikey!
What would that sound like?
It just sounds like her. It's supposed to.
Yeah, magically it connects.
Well, you don't speak spider, so you can't hear it.
Listen, it's between Spike and I.
Okay. I like that
Is
explanation
it like
much
a
better.
vocal thing, or is it like mind?
I think it's like mine. I'm gonna roll
I think it's a pheromone.
Persuasion, which I get advantage on.
Start sweating. What's happening? I'm talking to animals.
Just talking to a spider, it's fine.
To see if Spike wants to come out of wherever he went to. That's a crisp 19 plus 4, so 23. Spike!
Dear,
You don't see anything immediately, but to you all, it sounds very inviting. As you're calling for the spider, Antoine just kind of. So we're talking about spiders.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of them down there, but we made friends with one, and then Holy Boy over here lost it.
well, there was a giant swarm of bugs that were kind of all around, so he kind of got picked up by one of those other bugs.
Well, you should have protected him better.
I was protecting the people with 2 legs and 2 arms.
Right, I had to push you away from the puddle because it gave you a headache. I don't know if you remember that.
I remember bits and pieces of that.
Right.
I knew
Okay.
I reached out and, well, I felt ill, but in the head.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that was a predisposition. But...
Do any of your notes say anything about anyone near named Victor or Rose?
Yeah, Victor would have been what we had here as the Victor Justice would have been the member of the church that was responsible for the temple at the time before it went dark out here.
Well,
yeah, and his wife Florimel, she got sick, and his daughter
his daughter Rose was a bit of a healer.
So you think
she was a miracle child.
Yeah.
So Rose was the miracle child. Okay, that makes sense. Now they didn't mention their name once in the records I found.
But she disappeared.
Do you, as like a churchy guy, know Victor?
I'm 23 years old. I wasn't even alive when he was doing this.
Well, maybe
I've met people who are older than me.
You confuse me, lady.
I don't think being a certain age means you can't meet people who are older than
No,
you.
I've never heard of a Victor Justice. I've never even heard of, I mean, I've heard of the last name. It's a very common name for tier worshippers, but
How do you all tell each other apart then?
generally by looking at them.
It must get confusing when you're writing down in records.
No, you usually put the hometown in it. The first name's usually different. Sometimes you do a little squiggly line. It's really not that awful.
A little squiggly line.
Could you write your church and ask them for more records on?
Oh, no, I'm going to be writing my church. There's definitely going to be a strongly worded letter back to the old...
No. Instead of that, could you instead be helpful and just ask them for more records about?
No, there's going to be like, hey, listen, I found this. Also, why'd you send me to a church with a monster in the basement? That's going to be like the subtext after the meaty part asking for the information. And then there's going to be like, P.S., there was a monster in the basement the whole time.
But I feel like that's not important.
Maybe not for you, but you weren't sleeping above a monster the whole time.
I did.
We
I
imply that
slept
there was only
above a
one?
monster, and I slept like a baby.
Did we imply that there was only one monster?
So there's more monsters down there. That's even better.
Well, there may or may not be.
You might die.
So
That's true, yeah.
I have a suggestion. How about we all just sleep here in the church?
Absolutely.
I'll put some cots out. I'll make some more vegetable soup.
What if we go over to the hotel where there's no monsters? Like you could sleep in a hotel. I'm sure your god won't hate you for that.
Abandon my post.
Yeah.
Briefly.
You know what?
He's not gonna do it.
Tyr would want me to be safe.
Does
I'm
Tyr
bumping-
want you to be dead?
No, and I think that you're proper. I'll just lock the doors. We come back during the daylight. That seems like, you know what?
I think that's the
no
smartest
one
thing
even
you've ever
comes here
said.
anyway. No one even comes here anyway.
This would be the time when they do.
No, don't shut up.
I think that's the smartest
I'll
thing you've
leave
ever
a
said.
sign at the Rose's Dawn. If you need your holiness, I'll be there.
Yeah, it's like a be right back sign. Like if you're gonna go visit your family or something, you leave a sign that says be back in 3 days. Just go down the road to the hotel. That's
No,
fine.
you're making very good points.
You know what? I'm not just a hat rack.
No, you're making incredibly good points.
The priest of Lathander would never abandon his post.
Well,
You're
priest
not a
of
priest.
Lathander would intentionally die, staying here, and then he's helping nobody. He's
That's
reaching
true.
Absolutely nothing to nobody.
Mhm.
But if I go there, we all go there.
Yep.
I can eat meat for like the first time in 2 weeks. Yeah, let's do that. But what are we doing about the basement?
Guys, they don't have any more rooms.
Oh no, they do. All the other people were leaving. Remember? Because we had to.
I can
we
stay
didn't
at
tell
the
you
church.
that. You're gonna stay here by yourself.
I can stay at the church. I'll keep an eye on it.
All right. Who should we send a letter to when you die? Like, who's your next of kin?
I feel like answering this question
It's a very.
is a dangerous question, especially when the answer is nobody.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh,
That's awkward.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, wee man. No one loves you. That's hard.
Well, he didn't say that. He said no one cared if he died. That's not the same.
I think it's the same.
Sounds very
I mean,
much the
it's
same.
kind of the same.
You can love someone and be like, oh, he died. Oh.
That's fair. I like to look at the world the way Willow looks at the world.
That's a very unique way to look at the world. I'm not sure how Lathander would feel about that.
Oh, Lathander's accepting and all.
I doubt it.
Oh, it's in his script.
Anyway,
No. So
enough with the preaching. If you're
I
coming,
honestly don't even know what to do with this information, to be completely honest with you.
right? But here's the deal: if you're coming, I'm not listening to two of you preach at me all night. Is that a deal?
The way I look at it, he'll bring you to me.
I agree.
And when you come to me, then I'm here to help you.
Oh fuck!
I'm not here. I'm
How did I
here to do
interrupt
his
you?
work, but at the same time, I'm not here to piss people off. You know what I mean? I haven't bothered a single person about coming to church. And look, my job's easy because no one comes to church. So he gives me a lot of time to study his teachings and come up with my viewpoints on it. Because I plan on writing a paper about this, about what actually Tia wants from the subject.
Oh, if you need some illustrations, my friend here is quite a good artist.
I mean, I can
And
help
a great listener.
She's quite a great listener, and I appreciate that. That was good. That was well done.
You're all confusing, and you make this place and our conversations more difficult every time you talk.
But you're not bored, and I feel like you were before because you're just like moving stones.
I was fixing things up. Thank you for noticing all the work I put in here. If you would have seen this
He was
place
making
before,
soup.
I literally had to chase raccoons out.
Oh, I like raccoons.
They were biting. I got bit several times,
That's funny.
and then there was a small bugbear that was living in the shed out back, and I had to chase him away because he kept eating my chickens. And
Well-
now I have no more chickens.
Well, and you've got no bugbear, so if you'd kept the bugbear, at least you'd have something.
What am I going to do with a bugbear?
I don't know, make it a pet.
They're people.
They're a person. It's a full person. He was a hobo bugbear living in the shed.
Sometimes I don't understand what you're saying. I just nod.
You guys all killed this monster. I'm starting to think the monster's not real.
Oh, no, it's real. Do you want to go see it? We'll show you.
I'm absolutely good on going down to see the
Oh,
monster.
no, I took a sample and I pull out the rib.
That's disgusting. Let's go to the.
Well, it's not. It's part. You've got one. You've got two, actually. Two of these on either side.
We're going to the inn now. How about everyone going to the inn? We'll go to the inn, have a chat. You know what? I owe the big guy some beer. I owe you a beer.
You
Everyone
don't want me to watch the basement?
No.
Nah. You know what? Last I checked, I've never heard of a basement going missing overnight.
Lathander Church.
This is the first time I've agreed with a holy man. You're not staying in the church.
I mean, if we switch some of the second-rate tier signs to Lathander signs, I'm sure whatever
We're not
will
touching
go
the
away.
Lathander sign. We're not putting no Lathander signs up here.
Well,
This is
Thunder
kitchen.
couldn't even keep you from getting a killer migraine down in the basement.
I mean, I didn't carve Lathander into the stone.
Well, maybe you should have. What were you doing?
Well, I mean, at
Just
any
wandering
time.
around looking at pictures?
While you're doing this, he's starting to like pack his stuff. He's got, like, his towel on. So we're going to the church. I got my little overnight bag. Let's go. We can head out there now.
Okay.
You go to open the door, and as you open the door, you notice the snow has started to let up. It's not as bad as it was. The snow has started to let up outside. The wind is not nearly as bad. It's still coming down, but it's not nearly at the rate it was the last day and a half.
What time of day is it?
It would be about midday as you came over here, cleared out some rocks, went down to the basement, fought, came back up. I would say just after middle of the afternoon.
And it was worse weather when we woke up.
Oh yes.
So I have, I don't know, a theory. We killed the evil in the basement, and the weather got nicer. I mean, it's a pretty good sign from
I wouldn't
Lathander.
really say it's nice.
Correlation doesn't equal causation, son.
Well, it doesn't not equal it. You don't know. It could have been Lathander shining bright on us right now and giving us a break because of the good work that we've done.
Do I look like I see the sun much?
looks like you could use the sun more.
Gonna quickly walk over to the tavern.
As you all trudge through the knee-high snow, you reach the intersection and you see the familiar silhouette of the tavern itself.
What's it called again?
The Rose's Thorn. And you see tracks actually starting to head out where people have seen the storm start to break, and maybe in the last few hours, and people have started to take off out of town. So there are more paths near the town as people are starting to kind of venture out now that the wind and the snow is starting to cease even a little bit.
Yeah, screw those people. I'm just gonna go inside. And is the bartender my best friend, who I may or may not have accosted earlier? Is she still there?
Okay, so you guys head inside the bar, open it up, break in front of you. Walk in the front door and you're met with a tavern less packed than you had seen it in the last few days. There are 2 free tables, which wasn't the case when you were there last. There is a little bit of breathing room. The lady that runs the bar, she is not running around as haggard. She doesn't have her hair all out of place. She doesn't look frazzled. She looks more relaxed, almost like she can finally take a breath now that the inn is starting to be less packed, if you will. The fire's roaring, so as you walk in, you're hit with a warmth that you don't even get over in the church. The father hadn't been able to fill the church with this much heat because it's such a huge area. However, here in the smaller with this big hearth, it's so warm and inviting, it's almost too warm, as you've been slightly cold the entire time that you've been over at the church.
Okay, I'm gonna release Peony to go wander around.
As you put down the metal pig, its little footprints of the metal on wood as it wanders around, sniffing around the corners. As you do that, you, the bartender who you've been dealing with the last few days kind of catches your eye. Oh, hello there. We do not normally let farm animals run around inside.
Oh, Peony has never been on a farm before.
It doesn't...
No, it's fine. I was thinking, how about this? I would like to use your kitchen to make my own food, and in exchange, I will pay you more money.
You want to use our kitchen facilities to make your own food?
Yes.
Never had that.
Well, it's more money.
So, do you have your own food with you?
Yeah. I've got my snatchel.
Well, there's still the matter of your room.
Yeah, we already
prices.
we paid for our room for a week.
Not you. Your newfound friends here.
Oh, the holy spirits.
I thought I paid.
Yeah, you,
She paid for 3 days
Yeah.
when we first got here.
you paid for 3 days, but if you're planning on staying past tomorrow, we are going to need some more money.
Oh, the church, the priest of Tyr, he just wants a night away from Tyr, so he's just gonna sleep upstairs.
They're having a wee bit of a spat.
Here and Mr. Antoine here? Yeah, see what ended up happening was there was a big mouse. And with that mouse, I asked it to leave, and it said it needed 24 hours. So I'm just gonna crash in a room here for the night if you got one for me. Absolutely. You want to just a single room? Yeah, just a single room for the night. Just me and the good wood here holding up the book. Okay, that's going to be 5 silver pieces. Absolutely no problem. And he kind of just tosses the money across. And he kind of looks. He's like, "Here's an extra 5 silver. Me and the big guy here are gonna tie one out a little bit. You know what I mean?" Absolutely. And with that, kind of,
I perk right up.
I've got two big. She goes down, grabs 2 big things, and he drops them on the counter.
As he gets liquor for only him and Cassian, I'm just gonna look at him and be like,
Sometimes it is worth a little.
To be honest, this guy kind of stayed with the church with me last night with that with the puddle. I mean the big mouse.
At least Cassian's using somebody else's money this time. I got you guys. It's fine.
Appreciate that.
Can I ask, bartender, what's her name? You, nice lady.
Then the name is Beatrice.
I know.
We obviously knew that.
Write it down.
How did this place get its name? Why'd you name it the Rose's Thorn? That's neat. That's special.
No, that's
Like you?
my mother. My mother named this place. See, I just took it over from my family as, well, you know, as they got older, it was harder for them to take over. So I do the upkeep, and then when they passed, I took it over completely.
And she never said, "Hey, this is for you. It's named this."
She did tend a very beautiful golden garden that I will admittedly say that I had not had the passion she did to keep.
Was her name Rose by chance?
No, heavens no.
How old are you? You're like what? Like
You are asking a lady her age, just...
you're like what? Like 5?
She's like 20, right? You're like 20?
Oh, you're too kind. 44.
I was closer.
I was closer.
I hit Willow, but like where would be the ribs normally on a person? Like I elbow her, but where would be the ribs? Like accidentally like Charlie horse her.
You all being quite weird. It's like you've seen a ghost.
Was that like a yes or no on me using your kitchen?
Oh, sure. Get the gold piece and you can have the kitchen.
Perfect. I'm just gonna like amble past her awkwardly because
I'm just gonna
You're gonna
slide.
have to duck like 2.5 feet down to get through the door frame, but you know, you're used to it.
and I'm just gonna start cooking while I'm in there.
All right. Well, give me just a general perception check to see if you can use if you can find everything you're looking for.
Solid.
That's a 3.
3.
Everything is so far down below my vision.
You find the basics, but
Would I get advantage because I have proficiency with cooking utensils?
Yeah, you know what? I would say yes. You can go ahead.
That's a reach.
14?
Much better.
You're able to find everything you need.
Nothing more.
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
I will say though, in the back here, you can see her 2 helpers are back here. You've seen around the bar, the big guy and the elf. They're back. It seems like there's a table back here just for them, and they're just kind of staring at you. Hey.
Hello. I'm gonna be cooking in here. It's very cramped. Can you just like leave?
Well, this is kind of like a break room. This is kind of like where we sit when we're not working.
Can I just like start gently pushing the table towards a wall?
No, it's up against the wall, so I should have described this better. It's up like you have the central island, and then you have counter space around it. There's a couple of doors in here. One that you can see that clearly goes outside. A couple of closet pantries, and then off to the right against the wall is just a table that sits 2, and it's just them.
Oh, okay. So they're like out of the way.
Yeah.
50-50, there might be a combat here.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Preparing a map.
Yeah, I'm
metagaming.
gonna start cooking, and then you guys can do whatever it is that you want with.
Well, I think we're gonna drink.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm getting
Right,
like
yeah.
right hammered, especially if Buddy Boy here is Antoine is paying the tab.
I'm gonna take out my water skin that I've been drinking from and not letting Cassian have any.
That's such a good idea. I'm gonna fill my water skin with one of these drinks. God,
I'm gonna go.
smart.
I'm gonna take like a swig of it, and then it's like almost empty. But I'm gonna put it back and like eventually refill it.
And I would like to do all the prep so that in the morning I'm just gonna quickly toss stuff in on fire, and then it'll be ready early, quicker in the morning than if I had taken the entire hour.
Gotcha. Little chef prep. So she gives you all your drinks for your round there for the 3 drinks. One for Apple, one for you. And
Willow.
Apple.
One for Willow, one for Neve, and one for Esme. It'll be 2
I feel like
silver.
you need to like address that.
At some point, you're gonna need to give the streamers context.
Yeah, she played a character named Apple
Legendary.
in our Curse of Strahd game that we play off stream, and
It's hard to see
Yeah.
it another way.
it is. Psychotic. So,
It's like the church was Lathander there for a bit.
There was the Church of Lathander for a while.
you know what?
We love you,
I
Travis.
have a lot of notes.
I preferred it that way, Travis. I'm just saying.
There's a lot of notes, and it's a lot to keep track of. Okay.
We're proud of you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So you get your drinks. Go ahead and mark off
Not me.
2 copper a drink. So 6 copper for them all.
What? Okay, so he put down 5 silver.
You are getting lit.
I'm getting.
You're getting what the young people coming up in the church are saying, lit.
Yeah.
Is that what they're saying?
That's what the young kids at church are saying these days.
He's gonna turn down what?
Well, we're gonna
What
get.
churches that you attend, Travis?
We're gonna get lit up. Let's do it. So, do I make con checks, or am I just assume that I'm gonna get
Well,
hammered?
We'll see how long you're here for. I don't know how long you guys want to stay.
I'm drinking that 2.5 silver.
When we get to that point, we can start rolling some dice. But
Just have to like roll
I
him
feel
into
like
a snowball and roll
If he's
him
getting
down.
that drunk, we're staying here. Like, we're not going to be out, leaving to go out and do anything if he's getting that drunk.
Yeah, like we all got. I mean, you guys all got.
I mean, I can still fight drunk.
Probably not the best plan.
I mean,
Are you
drunk
more or less-
paladin is better than no paladin. Like, you know.
Are you more or less likely to get naked while you're drunk?
You know, that's a coin toss. I might not even need to be raging.
Are you an angry drunk? Are you a happy drunk? Like,
I guess we're gonna find out.
You know, it depends. Okay, I'd like to.
as you're kind of doing all this, the bartender, she kind of comes up to you and goes, "So how long were you all planning on staying? I thought you were all just passing through.
Oh, well,
Places to be?
our holy friend over there has decided he wants to help out the other holy man.
With what? He's last I checked, you guys helping him renovate the old church?
We were moving some big heavy rocks.
Not all of us.
No, not all of. I mean, I don't move big heavy rocks.
Oh,
It's
you're helping
okay.
him?
We are a team. What we do, you do, and vice versa. You know, like I don't heal people the way you do, but if you save somebody, I count it as a win for me. Right?
Trav,
I'm not
I
gonna
think that's
answer
how
that.
works.
I'm not gonna answer that.
the food's going to be here.
Okay.
2 seconds.
All right, so we're going to take a break here as our food delivery is about to come in. We'll be back from our break, and
I didn't want to cut off roleplay, but
no,
Sorry,
no.
yeah, no, food is
Subway.
important.
We'll be back after our short little break. And we are back from break as we were all just previously hanging out at the tavern after
Our delicious meal.
delicious. Yeah, we returned from break after we had the craft service table came through, and now our characters resume their chats at the bar as 3 of them are having drinks at the bar with Mr. Antoine, while 1 is in the back cooking, preparing food with her new feet. All right. That is when I made the decision to become a holy man of here. I mean, there was obviously a bunch of churches, some were better than others. Tia, obviously, number 1.
What a weird flex.
You're not here.
No, I
To be fair, if Tyr was number
she
1,
yells from the kitchen.
I mean, Tyr would have a temple that didn't have monsters underneath it here. You know, if we're really just looking at this objectively.
Oh, we look at it in the fact that perhaps maybe the temple has been holding that monster in here with Lathander's might without even anyone here to take care of it.
Lathander's might, exactly.
Tia's might. That was the mistake.
But if...
Don't punish Antoine for my failures.
Yeah.
You
Well,
said what you said.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, if, Tyr would want to keep a monster there for another member of another church to come clear out for him, that just seems kind of,
Hey,
something that Lathander wouldn't do. That's all I'm saying.
God's work in mysterious ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And Lathander brought
So,
us here.
so what are you guys planning on doing now that you got rid of the mouse problem in the church?
Well, I mean, that wasn't the only one.
You saw more down there? I thought you said there was absolutely no more down there.
No, we killed one out in the bush the other night.
A puddle?
No, it wasn't a puddle. It was a man made of like a bunch of different men. It was like a
puzzle
zombie.
man.
It was like
So
a
you killed
zombie.
the puzzle man. And
It
you
was the
killed
head.
puzzle.
It was the head that we showed. Yeah, that we burnt in the church.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
You mean the rest of that body that went with that head?
Yeah.
Okay, well that changes things. That wasn't actually a demon.
No, I know that, but it had the same black ooze that I showed you.
Wouldn't I know that?
It had the same black ooze, so like it seems like there's a bit of a.
Well, one is
An
a
endemic?
construct that was made from obviously someone sewing stuff together poorly.
With the same black ooze
And then the other one was a puddle, which I assume in
of
some
black
kind of evil
ooze.
demon.
That was the same thing, though.
Was it? I thought it was more ink.
It was the same, remember? Because we held it up and then it got really mad.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but then you got a headache, so I imagine that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember much after.
I just have to say, you guys are absolutely horrible at recounting events, and sometimes it's hard to understand what you're talking about. He says it was ink. You're saying it was a puddle.
Well, I
To be
mean,
fair, I don't remember much. I would take her account with more.
listen, there was a puddle on the floor. I had a conversation with it, and then
I remember that.
Holy Boy over here, he came over and he tried to like mind meld with the puddle. I don't know what he was doing really, but
I
he
was
got like
drawing.
a cracking migraine, and then
I
I had to push him away from the puddle like a hero, saved his life, and then he took his clothes off. So I don't know what his god's about, but it's a little kinky.
To be
It's
honest,
kind of like a daddy vibe.
Tia would not do that. FYI, we keep our clothes on at all times, Jim.
Right? Like it's weird to get naked in the middle
It
of a
is
fight.
extremely weird in most cultures. I mean, there are cultures out there that do what they want. Nothing.
And that's fine.
No, that's fine for you.
But like
It's
a
not
heads
for me.
up, like if you're gonna take your practical armor off in the middle of a fight and get naked to fight a bunch of bugs,
To be honest, I wouldn't fight a naked man. So I mean, he would win.
it
without
didn't
throwing a
help.
punch.
It didn't help. He almost died. I had to save his life. He was dead.
It's got a point.
Dead. Like we
I
would have
mean,
been.
aren't we all just dead?
Absolutely not. That's like we're the opposite of dead. That's why we're on this side of the ground, sir.
Can
Opposite of dead.
I have spent the last 20 minutes casting a ritual?
Sure.
What do you guys
Or
what-
10 minutes, apologies. Detect poison and disease, and I would like to walk back out into the main area. And kind of like a central area where I feel like 30 feet around would encompass most people.
Just curious, how are you making it look in front of both Granite and his elf companion?
Or are we implying that Willow could give a fuck? Because she.
Oh, so the whole time you were so
Yeah,
in front of Granite and Frog.
I'd finished like my veggie prep, and I was like, oh, you know what? Sometimes you have to make sure that there's no bad ingredients, and then I spent 10 minutes casting my little ritual. Which is me drawing like fiery shapes in front of me, and it probably looks like maybe I need a god, but I don't. And then I'm just gonna, when I'm done,
Cassie's like, shit.
just gonna walk straight on out.
Keeping in mind that I have that.
The whole
violent
time you're
one.
doing that, they are asking you questions like, is this like normal for cooking or?
Yeah, it's a special technique that I learned when I was staying in the Feywild.
Okay. He kind of looks at Patral, and Patral's like, I don't actually know what she's doing. To be completely honest, I thought she was just cutting some mushrooms, and now she's drawing fire in the sky. So,
The Furbolg are a mysterious people. Bitch, tell me I'm wrong.
give me deception.
How is that deception if it's true?
She's blatantly averting the questions.
23.
They
I have
are, they're like,
6.
yeah, the wolves, weird people. No, that's a different accent. Yeah, the blogs, they're weird. They turn to the Granite. They are weird people. Yeah, they are they're wild. They
I
come
think
from
I said
places-
mysterious, but
They are wild. They
that's
come from
fine.
places where nothing makes sense and changes all the time. Okay, but like, do you think she's gonna share?
Yes. With one of you.
He kind of, Greg just kind of looks at Trell. No, of course, big guy. You know, I am fine. You have fun with whatever.
I kind of liked the French guy better. I might just give it to the French guy anyways. But it's for the morning. It's not for now. It's more of
Okay.
a breakfast meal.
No, I eat all the time.
I can tell.
Kind of looks down, looks up, he smiles. Don't really seem bigger than me. Yeah, no, this is the first time I personally still seen someone bigger than you.
I asked a cool fairy once if I could get taller, and they said yes. And now I'm this tall, and I cannot go back to being smaller.
That is, that's fascinating, actually.
I don't know what he said.
It was an excellent idea, but you can't actually ask me because that's metagame.
No, I said that's fascinating.
Oh,
Come on now.
no one understood you.
I understood.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, I'll answer the questions, but I'm strictly focused on my
Absolutely.
Trying to think of the name from the
Occasionally you guys see like flashes of red coming from inside the kitchen here and there, but it is what it is. Back outside, you're still chatting about what to do next. So, what do you guys want to do about the basement next? If you are you sure it's like nothing else is down there? Can I like all of a sudden open it up to business?
I mean, there's like a bunch of dead bodies scattered all over the floor because your homeboy over here went grave robbing.
No, am I out there yet? Am I still in the
No,
kitchen?
this is going on while you're cooking.
No.
Not grave robbing.
You took a wedding ring off a dead body? How is that not grave robbing?
Are you telling me that you went into the
Hiding the ring.
departed of the Church of Tyr under its most
It's a clue.
precious establishment in the area, and you grave robbed and you took a wedding ring from someone who was
No, you're incorrect. I actually took 2 wedding rings.
That's
Um,
also true, yeah.
That's
Hold on.
better. That does not make
No,
that statement.
I assure you, I took them for two primary reasons. Okay, the first, I'm going to use the rings and I'm going to pray on them, and hope Lathander will give me a sign to
You
point us in the right
resurrected the
direction. No, to point us in the right direction. And
This is
the second
necromancy.
is more practical for selling them to fund the expedition to deal
This
with
is
people.
the definition of grave robbing.
If I was to
I'm
be,
gonna
if
go
I was
with
to be
the
slain,
doctor here.
if I was to be slain, I would want you to take what was mine to save the people.
You were
Around me.
slain, and I rescued you. I saved your life, remember?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it just proves my point.
No, it doesn't. Do you think this is... I would have been more entertained if he was doing necromancy, honestly.
Hey, big guy, we're gonna need those rings. We can't be taken from the church.
Absolutely. And just let me have the night to pray upon them for answers.
All right, I'll give you the night, but I want them back in the morning.
Yes, absolutely.
And a detailed list of where you got them from, because I'm gonna go put them back.
You want to go in the basement?
Well, now you said it's good now,
No, we didn't say
No,
that.
we never said it was good.
so it's not good.
We don't actually know.
I would probably avoid cleaning the basement.
I couldn't sense any more dead things down there.
Yeah. I just wait.
Yeah, like we can go back down. I can see.
You know what? One more look. You guys can put the rings back yourselves.
You know what? That sounds great.
The honor system.
I like this. The honesty here. Not so much with taking the rings. There was definitely some moral gray areas that you're trying to look in. But I definitely do appreciate you all becoming honest about it.
Oh, right. Yeah, if we take something, we're gonna tell you. Yeah.
Well, I wasn't hiding. I mean, they're all dawned upon my fingers, so I can't.
You're wearing the rings of dead people.
That's also kind of really weird.
I don't want to lose them. That would be more disrespectful.
The daddy energy is gone.
I don't know where to go for that. So what do we do now, though? Like, what do you guys want to do now?
Heal up. Get
Where is
Fuck these
your
rodents.
where is your investigation leading you after this?
Well, we've got to figure out where this comes from. I put the oil back on the table just to make everyone uncomfortable while they're eating and drinking.
The oil?
Like the black ooze.
Oh, there you
Yeah.
go.
I mean, we are slamming drinks, and you're putting a liquid on the table in a tiny, convenient shot glass.
Yes, because I think it's got a cork stopper.
Okay,
I'm
good.
not just carrying it upright open in my bag.
Impressive though, never having spilled it.
Right? I mean, I don't think my
No,
acrobatics
I mean,
is that
I
high.
would assume that it's not like a,
Yeah.
sloshy liquid. I would assume it's more of like a, just a lighter mayonnaise consistency.
Do you walk around with open mayonnaise in your bag?
I'm just saying you could without it spilling.
You shouldn't.
Learn
You
so
really
much.
shouldn't.
No,
And
it
if it does spill, you're in a whole other mess.
You are. I am a professional, and it is in a corked vial. No, so I place it on the table and I go, well, I want to figure out where this is coming from and who's making it, because whoever was talking through the puddle, that's who makes this. Right?
And we need to figure out about this miracle chap
Yeah. Rose.
or
done-
lady now.
Yeah,
Or
well,
she's
she's
formerly known as Rose.
she's what, at least 60 now? Well, maybe 50.
Well, it was 40 years ago,
Oh, and she was a child, so let's
So-
say around 10. So around 50.
so probably 50.
yeah.
Somewhere-
Hopefully she's still alive.
Well, medicine
She
has
might
come
be-
a long way.
She might be dead. She did disappear. Those papers I read, it says she disappeared.
She might have just taken a different name.
Are you guys just talking about this, just chilling at the bar, just having this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm half drunk.
Am I back out yet? Am I
Okay, I'll say it's around this time that you resume the main group.
Okay. With detect poison and disease, I can sense the presence and location of poisons, poisonous creatures, and disease within 30 feet of me. I can also identify the kind of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case. It can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by a bunch of different stuff.
And the vial is on the table.
Well, there is no poisons or diseases. You would get a sense from some of the food in the back is turning, but it's
Like rotting?
yeah. There's some food in the back that maybe isn't good.
So no one here is sick. No one has like a cold.
No, everyone here feels chickadee boo. You see most of the group, that some of the people that you've seen here for the last few days. The bard is still off in the corner talking to that lady that he was singing with on the first day. They're having a quiet
Esme's
conversation.
praying that he doesn't see her.
What about our pal Antoine? Because you said he looked pretty sickly and like malnourished. Am I getting like any kind of vibe off what's going on with him?
No, he's already eating. Like he's already snacking on foods, and he's kind of taking advantage of the fact that he doesn't have to cook and he's going to be eating here for a few days.
So his general aesthetic choice is just by choice. Like he wants to look like he's dying of some kind of unknown disease.
Yeah, he's not choosing to starve most of the time. He just, working away and doesn't really have a lot.
Kidding me that he's
Well, I'm less glad that I chose to take this. Cool.
So not even the black vial?
The black vial's not pinging off anything. That's just
It's
fine.
not a poison.
Or a disease. It's poison and disease as two separate things.
No, not a disease either.
the fuck?
So it's not undead. It's not poison. It's not disease. Cool. Well, at least we should leave town.
That's it, campaign's over.
Sucks to suck. Bye.
So as you pull this vial out on the bar and stuff like that.
Oh, it's not like I thought we were at a table.
Oh, I thought you guys. I just asked you if you were all just having the talk at the bar.
Oh no, you said out in the open.
Oh no. Okay, sorry. As you pull that vial out, Beatrice does come back up. Is there any other drinks I can get you all?
No, I'll take some nuts, please.
Absolutely. I just couldn't help but overhear some of your conversation. What are you looking for? I thought you dealt with the solution. I dealt with the problem last the other night.
Well, we did, yeah. We just want to make sure it doesn't come back, Someone made that.
Oh. So we're all in danger still?
No.
I would say one's always in danger
That's not helpful.
when they're not walking Lathander's path.
Oh, good
Your
lord.
theological bullshit is making me nauseous. No, I mean, we didn't almost lose our lives today, so that's fine. It's fine.
What?
No, we didn't almost. We went, we read some books, we're just
Today
doing
was
some
a good
research.
day.
Yeah, today was a good
Roll a
day.
deception check there, good doctor.
I don't get advantage on that.
Oh,
You have a plan. Oh, yeah, that's
That's not.
an epic failure.
it's only a Oh no, it's not.
That's not a 7, that's a 1.
That's a crisp one.
Yeah, no, we didn't. See, we're all good.
I'm like half beat up still, like all around my face. I haven't cleaned up at all. It's like, yeah, nothing.
He fell down a hill.
Okay.
Set of stairs. I mean, hill.
I hope
Wait,
whatever it was you
It was
did
a
with-
hill in a set of stairs. Sorry, it was a set of stairs in a hill.
Yeah, on a hill. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you run into there?
A hill.
Well, clearly not. Look at
A
the
bookshelf.
state you are.
There's a bookshelf. Don't
Oh
forget
no,
the
I'm
bookshelf.
fine. I remember I only lost like 2 hit points. I'm fine.
Some of your companions.
This is
sorry.
fine.
Some of your companions here, they don't look fine.
Well, see, like he fell down a set of stairs in a hill, and it was covered in ice.
Well, you can choose to keep your secrets to yourself. I just want to make sure that we're all.
Oh, and the
Safe.
bookcase, yeah. He knocked his
Bookcase.
head right off a bookcase. Might be a bit concussed. He had a headache earlier.
The headache. Yeah. I did have a headache. I did have a headache.
a headache.
Okay. She kind of looks at you all, pauses. And anything else?
No. If we think you're in danger, we'll tell you. But we're sleeping in the end, so I mean, if you are in danger, you've got people ready to deal with it.
Gotcha. And with that,
Ready not to deal with it.
I would like to cast Detect Magic before she walks away.
while she's at the table?
Yeah, as though Willow could give a fuck.
Okay. So the whole time you're doing it, you're casting Detect Magic.
It takes a second. It's not long.
Oh, you're casting a spell, not a ritual.
Yeah.
Okay, so boom.
For free as a furbolg.
And they're
Why would you play anything else?
and the vial has a faint glow.
And I point at it and say, witchcraft.
I now completely ignore the bartender because this is medically much more fascinating, and just pick it up and like.
That was a drink.
I'll give it a whirl.
Shots.
No.
I hate undead. Let me drink this thing from a dead person.
It could give me powers to kill the undead. You ever think of
I
that?
don't think that's how that
I
works.
don't know that that's how that works. Yeah, so I just like pick up the vial and like, neat, and then put it back in my bag.
So nothing
Hold on.
else?
does
Just
that
the
do
nuts.
anything?
I'll just get the nuts, and then she kind of leaves.
If object in the area bears magic, I can learn its school of magic.
Necromancy.
I know it probably was, but you gotta confirm. You gotta lock the DM into a story.
Yeah, Travis.
Are you telling
I'm being
us
locked in
this,
the
or
story,
are you keeping that
everyone.
to yourself?
I'm being locked in.
No, I will straight up tell them that I do sense that this is necromancy. And
Heresy.
Definitely, this is magic, not practical disease.
I look visibly distraught when you say necromancy.
Am I still holding it at this point? Can I still be holding it?
Yeah.
I go, ooh, overhead.
Can I grab it?
No,
Oh no.
no.
It'll be in your
Uh,
decks.
And I think someone should be at disadvantage because they're drunk.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You're
Yeah.
At disadvantage.
Can you argue at triple disadvantage? I'll give you another d20.
You sleight of hand or acrobatics. What are you doing?
What am I? Yeah, sleight of hand.
Yeah.
This is not going to go well.
Go ahead.
Unless it's 2 nat 20s.
Two 15s.
2
Oh,
15s.
shit.
Damn, that's only a 15. I got 0.
Ooh.
Oh.
7 plus.
If it's not a lot.
No, that's not a lot. 7 plus 3.
All right. So you reach out and you got to pull it back, and Cassius has it in his hand.
I immediately get give that back right now.
Before you see the general look of surprise, like, holy shit, that worked?
No, and then I get right in your face and give that back right now.
I'm gonna hand it back, and I'm just more surprised that I was so quick at grabbing it. And it's just like, and you have me locked into a train of thought now. As I hand it back, like naturally, but you see that I'm like, I went quiet, and I'm thinking, maybe Lathander wants me to have that vial.
Do you want to drink it?
I want to cleanse it.
He was quiet for a second. Maybe you should give it back to him. It was kind of nice.
I'm looking at it. Why tell you it has my full attention?
Hey,
I just start like messing with his drunk brain.
Trav, I have a question.
Yep.
If I were per se a magical creature and I had blood that was, you could tell has magic because I was something undead, would the blood be considered a magical item?
No, it would have magic. It would have like a faint glow of magic. It wouldn't be a magical item.
So it would be non-magical food and drink?
Blood?
Non-magical food and drink?
Non-magical food and drink?
Mhm.
Why do you have to word it like that? It's so weird.
There's not a specific reason, just answer.
Okay, ask me what you want to know.
I did, if it was a non-magical food or drink.
No, what's your end goal here? It's easier for me to know your end goal.
Why you gotta ruin it?
Yeah, why you gotta ruin it? And answer the question.
Just stop
Just
metagaming.
let me trick you. It's part of the game.
What's your end state? I'm not
I see what she's looking at and I approve. Just answer the question.
Answer the question, DM.
Yeah, answer the question. What's in the box?
Just sitting in its current state, like blood,
Yeah.
just in a vial.
Yep. It's one of those things where he's overthinking it.
Yeah. Yes or no? This is a simple question.
No, because it's one of those things that, okay, because for instance, like if I say it's food, if it's a drink, right? You could then
You would drink it. That's how liquids work.
Okay.
Well, unless it's thick, then it's a soup.
No, but there's other spells that could then start affecting the game if I call it. It's not a drink. It's bodily
Okay,
fluid.
here's a question.
Well,
if
that's not true.
this ink or this black liquid is infecting a deer, and we
Okay.
kill the deer,
Yes.
and we then want to eat the deer,
Yes.
and there's still blood in the meat of the deer. Not saying Neve is going to eat it. Neve is vegetarian. But if the others were to eat that meat,
Yes.
yeah, does that fall under that? Simple question.
I didn't follow it at all.
You're drunk.
Yeah.
I'm saying
I followed hers, but yeah, okay.
I would argue that it's a drink because technically
Vampires drink blood.
vampires and vampires exist in this universe and they would consume that as food or.
You know what? Fuck it. In this case, sure. It could be a drink.
And is it a non-magical drink?
Well, I mean, it is pain magic.
But is it pain magic because
He said it was-
magic in it, or is because it
You know
itself
what?
is
No, it is not magic.
I would offer to the room that I could purify this food or drink.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, do it.
100% that would work.
Okay,
Cassian is saying yes, 100%. Do it.
I'm going to spend 10 minutes. It's a show. And it's all food
As
magical.
you're sitting there just casting spells in the middle of the bar,
Yep.
you see, Beatrice had went to the back, she had come out, and then shortly thereafter, Granite and Trell start walking out again. And they're getting dressed to go outside. They kind of look over, and Granite goes, "Oh, he's cooking again." and Trell responded, "No, I think this has nothing to do with cooking."
No, this is fajitas, and I just keep going.
All right. That would. All right. See you all later. And with that, they disappear out the front door into the snowstorm that's slowly dying and starting to turn to more just snowfall, less of a blizzard.
Now, have the children left?
No.
Esme and...
You have no idea.
We've
no
no
one's not
idea.
even gone upstairs to check.
What kids?
The
He
plethora of
offered my
children.
room to this
Oh, I
family.
thought we don't know if they're out of the room yet.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay.
He offered my presidential suite.
I was like, when did we find kids?
You missed a session.
Right. Will someone please think about the children?
Yeah. We adopt.
So when I complete purify food and drink, what happens?
The black tinge to the blood.
Mhm.
You see it there for a second, and it's almost like it seeps out of the glass into this blackness and disappears.
Interesting.
So what does it look like now?
It's just blood.
Just blood.
I feel more comfortable.
And would it no longer ping on my detect magic?
Your detect magic would have gone down if it's only up for 10 seconds or 10 minutes. Not
Oh, that was an hour.
even- yeah.
Yeah, it's only 10.
Oh, it's like that's okay. Could they happen instantaneously?
Simultaneously.
Yes.
But no, unfortunately, that's what you get.
Okay, but it looks better.
Yes.
Doesn't look like I want to drink it anymore. So,
That's disappointing.
yeah, I mean,
Kind of wanted to see what Lathander would think of you drinking blood. That seems like something an undead would do.
See, guys.
he gives me the power to be immune to diseases, so I feel like I would be somewhat okay.
The key is that you lock the DM into something stupid like blood is food. And now we can cure people of disease by casting
While it's
purified
in the
food or
person,
water.
it's not going to count as food.
What if we're cannibals?
People can be snacks.
Yeah, I mean, does that mean why a cow is, alive? It's not, cattle. It's not food.
At what point does the cow become beef?
Yeah. Yeah. Can you tell us?
I'm not talking.
Now, what about Klingon Ga? Because that is alive, but they eat it.
Ooh, that's.
All right, I am not talking to you. Anyway, this was the last episode of Midnight.
This is our Bill
Tuning
Nye
in.
the Science Guy episode where we did science experiments on blood.
Thank you all. That's not working.
I'm gonna take out my notes and start taking notes on the fact that this blood is now cleansed.
If it's about a live thing, we could always kill
Kill
them
it.
temporarily, cast the spell, bring them back to life.
I get excited by that, and I look over to Esme and go, "Did I disagree with?"
Yeah, I think you did.
I think
The drinks are a lot stronger tonight.
I'm gonna raise my hand and motion to Beatrice to bring us another round.
I can't believe I just agreed with him on something.
Beatrice smiles. She comes over and she brings you around. She mentions, "Are you all staying for the show tonight? It seems we're getting a nice presentation again from our, I guess, our resident bard, who's
Oh, you
second.
love him!
And
Oh, you would love
I
him!
wouldn't really classify it as love.
Yeah, we'll
And
More of
stay.
a strong
and your
adornment.
very own Andrea De Silva. She's from here. She's the wife of the mayor. She's the one that's been singing it. So we've been promised quite a
Oh
bit.
yeah, we've met her.
She
From on
was here the
stream,
night
that
we
was
were here.
Murphy, the
Yeah.
dog growling underneath the table.
Yeah, that is our golden retriever Murphy, who just wants to be part of D&D.
Just wants to play. What was her name? Sorry.
Andrea De Silva. She's the wife of the mayor. She was the one she was that blonde lady that was singing with the bard when you first came that first day. The one that.
The one I tried to tip and then the guy came over and I was like, why would you ruin a good thing?
Dude. That's right. He keeps hitting himself in the side of the head.
No, we'll probably stay. I mean, we don't have anything else to.
So what was the guy's name?
The mayor?
No, I don't remember the
Oh,
No,
the other.
Leroy Wilgock.
Wilgock.
Yeah.
I like that name.
Leroy Wilcott, the bard.
I feel like I get inspiration
So
for
Wilgock.
knowing that.
The last name. I like the last name.
Okay. Willow is gonna get conspiratorially kind of quiet, hunching the table and be like, if anything walks in here dead, it's probably their fault.
What?
Whose fault?
What?
Last time they sang, the guy died.
No, that was the name.
Oh,
No.
he should slay the bard.
No, we shouldn't.
You should be prepared that we might have to. It'll be a mercy killing
I think
In the middle of this bar.
if we have to. Hopefully not.
Willow,
I'm on Willow's
you
side.
don't. You are drunk. Your opinion doesn't count.
The whole time Antoine's like, I understand what you all.
I forgot he was with us.
I'm just fascinated how you all haven't died yet. I'm still trying to think of how you killed.
You have died. He was dead.
I was more taking a visit with Lathander than dead. Okay,
Did you
it was
see
a house
Lathander?
call.
Did
I
you
just
see
don't
him?
understand how you
Maybe.
not
I don't
actually
remember.
Listen, he was dead. So I mean, you're not wrong.
It's just like a lot of.
Does that make you undead? Does that mean Lathander hates you now?
It makes it so that people can make me re-dead, if that makes sense.
No, he's still alive. You would know if he was undead. They tend to. I mean, you found some, so you would know what they're like. But no, I'm just the more I watch you, the more I have questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's your question?
How?
How what?
How?
That wasn't really a question.
Just how you've made it like this far.
I'm gonna do the
In your
handguns.
lives.
I'm gonna do that.
Just mostly.
The handguns, and I'm just gonna be like Lathander.
How old do
See,
you
that makes more sense than you've made it here on your own.
How old do you think we are?
You're old enough to be out on your own, and the whole time you've been arguing some really odd questions with some questionable moral compasses. She wants to kill people in here. I just want to listen to the nice lady sing music.
It's a mercy killing. It's implied that it's good.
And that's only if undead come bursting through the door.
But why would you kill her?
Well, because
We didn't say
We're
kills
not-
a very
we're
strong word. We'd be more
No,
ridding the
she
world
said,
of evil.
We gotta be prepared. She's literally said, prep the room.
if you listen, greater good. If they are the ones summoning the undead things.
How do you know that she's the one summoning the undead? You can't
don't
just kill
know.
her and find out
Because if
later.
they're here twice singing,
No, but
and
we're
it's
all here.
magical, and then those things show up, I have to assume.
I mean, she has a point.
I don't think you actually have to assume that.
No,
though. Like there are other
There's a
assumptions.
lot of other people who have been
There's,
here
like,
both
some
nights,
other
including us.
Maybe it's Beatrice.
Yes, I mean that makes more sense than. Do you not understand what a coincidence is?
No, she doesn't actually.
Lathander doesn't believe in coincidences.
How many
Only
people-
destiny.
How many people have you all murdered because they've shown up in the same place twice?
In the same evil place twice, I would strike them down. Immediately, no?
Why did it take you 2 times?
2 times.
Yeah. Why didn't you do it the first time?
What
Why
do you
didn't Lathander allow you to do it right the first time?
Well, he has to give other people time to shine as well.
So the evil are allowed time to shine. That's a very interesting
you
There-
say-
there-
you say
there's
they
there's
have
no
to
good
allow
without
them to
evil,
shine?
though.
There's no good without evil.
There's
so
no evil without
is
good.
necessary.
There's always a necessary to evil.
Was that a word?
It
The
is
alcohol
now.
is
Have
affecting your
another
brain
drink
cells.
there.
Yeah, I'm going to finish my drink.
It's a fucking whole brain cell.
I'm going to say it is now my new word,
Necessary?
necessary.
So
I'm gonna cast
All
a
right.
date on my hand.
I'm gonna get us another round,
That's
big
good
guy, because I need to be where you're at to understand what's going on.
No one
And then
really
he kind of
understands.
disappears over the bar for a second. Gets a couple more rounds as Beatrice is now starting to become busy as people are starting to show up from the town. More people are coming in for the night.
How do we know we
town's
can
starting to fill
trust
back out as the afternoon crawls on, as you're all drinking, and it's just around mealtime. I would say now. It's kind of gone. It's that later afternoon, early mealtime, and this is when the bard and the lovely De Silva lady start singing and dancing and duetting these amazing songs. The bard is actually incredibly talented.
I wonder what my life would have been like if I was a bard.
You'll never know.
I never will know.
Highly suspicious.
Can I offer Esme my part of my some of my disguise kit so that she can hide herself from the bard? Is that a thing? Can I help her?
I mean, you can try, but I mean, it's pretty much going to be disadvantaged. There's some Willow's in the room with you, and she is the most standout person in this entire.
I'm not trying. No, this is just for Esme.
I understand, but he's not an idiot. He's going to see, oh, that guy. That was kind of familiar.
We don't know that he's not an idiot. He could have like a -3 in intelligence. We don't know. He
Yeah,
could
but we
still be
don't
a-
know that because Travis is never going to tell us.
He could still be a bard with -3 intelligence.
It's true.
Can I just
I
position
met a
myself
couple
so
of
that
real-life bards that had -3
he
intelligence.
doesn't necessarily see me when he's looking up from the stage?
I find it easiest if you pull your cloak up really high over your head.
Yeah, I'll do
and
that.
then you stare kind of down.
Yeah.
You
I
pull
don't-
your hair over your face.
I don't want him to approach me again. I was very uncomfy last time.
There's just a lot. Sorry, wrong voice. There's just a lot going on in the area. With him. So it's starting, like I said, like the bar's starting to really pick up, and food starts coming out. You get Beatrice comes over. We're going to start opening up orders for the kitchen. Did you all eat what you made, or are you eating what we're making tonight?
I made everything for tomorrow.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, well, that's fine. We have a lovely stew on. We're gonna have some stew and some fresh bread for the tables. That's what we're offering. That is what is on the menu tonight. I do appreciate you all Stan. There is
Stare?
Stare.
Stan.
Is
Well, you're staring at-
Cassian making you feel uncomfortable?
Just all drunk.
I can make it stop.
She kind of looks over at you all. Just know, I talked it over, and you guys, and everything that you're doing is on the house tonight for helping us out recently.
Oh, right. That's kind.
Cassian might
Oh,
die.
don't tell him that.
That's very kind. But he might drink it at house and home. He's a bit of an alcoholic. And I say that like
Antoine
under.
literally comes over. Antoine comes over. We're drinking for free tonight.
Is
We
it?
are now.
Is it a requirement for holy men to?
Hey, here's a party guy. So's Lathander, am I right?
Yeah, I get a high five. Yeah, slap it. Be like, we drink at every ceremony.
Yeah, it's kind of like implied. By the you do like 6 or 7 of your services in the big city. By the end of the day, you don't even know what your name is.
You should
Who
probably
your name
put,
is.
Who your name is?
You should probably put a cutoff point for him, or you will have no liquor left.
No, it might be funny though.
Well,
I keep drinking. I'm Elvis
I
now.
feel like after the last night, well, the night before last, we all kind of need a little bit of celebration. Now that this gloomy storm's starting to pass, eventually we're all going to have to part ways soon, and I won't. I'll miss
She really
the
wants
company.
us to leave.
I know, I'm picking that up too.
why do we have to part ways?
Well, I mean, if you want to move in, that's fine. But I just figured y'all would be continuing on down the road.
Can I make an insight check?
Sure.
She's sketchy. I want to give advantage.
Can
here.
I also make an insight check?
I'm gonna give Willow an advantage because I'm gonna give her share my.
Okay, so I'm roll with advantage. It'll be Willow's. We're
It
only
did
doing
get
check,
worse.
and it'll be Willow's with advantage. What?
I mean, if that is my help.
Wait,
giving,
can
it
I?
makes
Can
sense.
It's a
Can I
7
do one?
with a -1.
Can I do one?
Oh no, you can't, because then every check. If I say okay, you fail, you can fail.
Why wouldn't you let me just do it? I rolled a 19 and I have a plus.
Yeah, I was helping her.
I got plus 5 in perception.
You can't be sure. You can't be sure. She just looks curious. She's just more curious than anything.
She feels shady.
Did you say that right in front of her?
No,
Anyway, I just wanted to say appreciate.
I would.
Stay again. You can stay as absolutely long as you want. I just figured everyone here's transient. None of you are from around here.
I'm from nowhere.
She's
So-
homeless.
I mean, that's fair.
Um,
Oh, I kind of am actually.
all
I
right.
know we don't have to
Well,
go somewhere.
enjoy your evening
Well
on
done.
us. Have a good
You
evening.
have to pay taxes if you have a house. I don't like paying taxes.
What are taxes?
Oh, you wouldn't know because you wouldn't notice when the money comes out of your. Yeah,
no.
that's fine. You're rich. I get it. Yeah. No one's perfect, but nah, I'm just fucking with you. You bought me drinks.
Free drinks.
No
Sorry.
shit.
Double fist.
Yeah, Antoine and Cassie. Hey,
Some have even spilling past my face. I don't even care. It's just happening. It's cleaning off the blood. You know.
Oh, right from you.
Yeah.
Did you drink the blood?
how about you tell me again how you single-handedly fought that thing?
He didn't single. He fucking died.
Well, let me tell you, it wasn't single-handedly. Lathander's help was.
Well, that certainly did not help.
Without our lords, without our gods.
I've
Great,
never
you
hated
know?
anyone more in my life. I saved his life.
We save each other.
I should have let you drown in the puddle. Glug glug.
Lathander wouldn't have let me die.
Oh, he would have. You did.
And maybe.
No, you did.
You don't know.
Was he dead?
You kind of were.
Slightly.
Willow, was he dead?
I was
He was closer to that than alive.
not dead, though.
Dead.
I mean.
You weren't conscious.
Oh, I mean, unconscious. I mean, you go to sleep, it doesn't mean you're dead. Unless it does.
Unless you sleep like the dead.
Now, if someone who's
Or you
undead
go to
sleeps,
sleep.
does that make them dead when they're asleep?
Only if they wake up dead.
What if they wake up
This
undead?
conversation hurts.
I don't know.
my
I'm trying to break his brain because he's drunk.
It hurts mine.
All I know is that you don't have heresy in your backpack anymore, and tonight's a good night.
I'll go find more. That's fine. Can you let me chase him with it first?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just snatch it away. Yeah.
Next time you do that, I'll stab you.
Oh dear, that escalated quickly. Lathander will shield.
As you talk, the bard and the woman start dancing around your table. He puts his hat out for tips.
I'm just gonna like put
Oh,
my
if
face
he puts his
down.
hat out, can I take the hat and put it on my head? Like he's handing it, like offering it to me. I'm gonna assume he's offering it to me, and I'm going to put it on.
With the money in it?
I don't.
Just clink, 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 clink.
Willow does like falling money.
That's true.
As he goes to put the hat out, you go to reach for it.
Hope it's not a combat.
Try to. I hope it's not a combat. Give me a dex.
I'm good at these. Advantage or disadvantage? Disadvantage.
You're drunk.
Disadvantage.
Natural 20 and 16. I can't lose.
Well, I rolled a natural 18 without putting a modifier on.
You
Yeah,
lost.
If I had advantage, it would have been a natural 20.
Where's your god now?
I think I did a
grab it.
fantastic job.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as he goes to put the thing in, you grab it, your finger like kind of catches the back of the cap because you just barely won. But as you pull it away, and a coin falls on the ground, and he smiles and laughs at you, winks, and he finishes dancing around the table, kind of keeps going. The girl then starts running her hands along the table. She starts singing to you all almost individually, but all at the same
That's
time.
Yeah.
That's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, we all feel uncomfortable.
It's an upbeat song. I'm just not trying to seduce you all.
No, it's
I feel
weird.
seduced.
I feel
I
kind of.
feel seduced.
When you say someone runs their hand along a table while singing to you, that doesn't imply much else.
I feel
It's pretty seductive.
Yeah.
Roll for seduction.
I choose to fail.
And
He's trying to go to bed.
she keeps going and then continues singing to the next table and the next, and you can tell that he's very experienced in this, and so is she. Like, they're very good at entertaining this room, and they're very good at.
She is. Would she not remember us from the fact that we went to her house asking questions and her husband rudely kicked us out?
Was she there?
Yeah.
I think he said they were like upstairs or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's broken.
No, she had not seen you there.
Okay.
She's more.
What?
She's important. She's the bad guy. I can tell it right now. Big bad.
Big bad.
She's a big bad?
Yep.
We strike now.
That's what I said. You know, Cassian gets naked and
Yeah.
draws his
That's
sword.
it. Clothes are off.
Everyone eat these snacks. We're gonna have a good time.
That's how I know you guys are going to be prepping for combat. At any point in time during a role play scenario, Meg starts handing out food.
Yeah.
Here,
And
have
a
the
cupcake
crackers.
for you and a cupcake for you.
Yes.
I'm more of a marble pound cake kind of guy.
Noted. Okay.
You're more of a free kind of guy. Cassie's more of a
Yeah.
free kind of guy.
Yeah, I don't turn down nothing. Like, that's just crazy. But I have had money in the past. I haven't lived my whole life broke.
Well, he grave robs, remember?
True. True.
No, I've gotten paid. I get paid from my church for doing the will of Lathander. But
So when are you
I
gonna
gave
buy
my
us
money
drinks?
away to save the gnome. We've been through this.
So when are you gonna buy us drinks?
Oh, the wee man
when
you put in the
I take more
backpack.
jobs. Yeah.
The wee man you put in the backpack.
Yeah, him.
Did you tell Antoine about that?
Yeah, we had this conversation. He
Yeah,
agrees with
right.
me.
No, he doesn't.
Saving a life.
He was a pretty ingenious way of dealing with the whole situation.
You agree with putting wee men in bags.
I
I mean-
believe that sometimes there has to be some more ambiguous step.
Have you ever considered that maybe this is why your congregation numbers are so down?
I have once or twice thought about that issue.
Yeah. You're not going to attract many people if you're putting all the short ones in
I
bags.
feel like this is possible.
Why I don't have
I don't
a
feel like Tia really is all in on the whole. We gotta be all the time. I believe Tia is more like a look hot, play hot kind of guy.
Right.
I picture the scenes.
I feel like consent is important with religion, and you should have someone's consent before you shove them in a bag. But that's just my opinion.
But I mean, in that world, you'd have to have someone's consent if you want to kill them. Too.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm not religious, so it doesn't affect me.
I mean,
You're the one who's like, oh my god.
if he obviously wanted to continue living, or he would have, wouldn't have had such a beautiful shop and all these ambitious goals and this, that, and the other.
Did you steal from him?
No, I did not. I gave him all of his belongings back.
Oh, that's disappointing. So you steal from the dead, but not the living?
Insight check.
The dead tried to kill me, so
No, those ones didn't. They were peacefully in their graves.
Do we know that? They're empty.
No,
some
they
of
weren't.
Some of them.
Some of them. Only
Yeah,
the
where
ones
are
that
they?
the bugs came out of.
Yeah. So where are those bodies?
That's a great question.
And if they were there,
Maybe that's the head we burned.
I would have 4 more rings.
4 more rings. How many drinks could you buy with 4 more rings?
Looking at the quality, what's the quality of these rings I got on?
You want to try to figure that out when you're half cut.
Yeah,
I feel like he's a full cut by now.
Yeah,
He just dumped 2 full keggers of, or not keggers, but 2 full steins of beer
Yeah.
all over his face. Like there's no half. This is like college frat boy
yeah,
drinking.
it's like, woo!
Yeah, give me an investigation at disadvantage.
I'm not even good at this. Okay. It's gonna be awful. Like, I think I have a negative. So.
You have a negative in investigation?
I think so. I'm
That's
sure.
not good.
No, just a 0. So 9. 9.
9. All right. At least one. You can get at least one drink for him.
That's at least 4 drinks.
2. I only got 2, unfortunately.
Well, if you had more rings.
Yeah, if I had more rings,
Yes.
then we'd be in good shape.
As the night keeps carrying on, as you have these conversations in the tavern, eventually the bard and his vocalist take a break, and they come and actually pull up chairs at your table.
I make sure I take as much room on my side of the table as I can, so forcing them to sit on Esme's side of the table.
I'm gonna speak for Vic. I'm gonna say that Esme looks incredibly uncomfortable. They sat down at our table and I said you looked incredibly uncomfortable.
And I don't want them sitting beside me, so.
Oh, in a bit, yeah.
Well, the door was open.
Okay, we'll take a quick break.
Slide it, it just goes and
All
hits
right,
and doesn't
welcome
move
back again. Quick
But
break.
yours is- yeah.
Panic, thought the cat got outside. It did not.
The cat came back.
It was a mini
The very
emergency.
next day.
Mini emergency. Anyway, we're back
Couldn't
again.
stay away.
So as we unpause the game, our favorite bard and his vocalist have sat down at your table as Cassian has puffed out and made it so Leroy Woodcock and Andrea have to sit on Esme's side of the table.
Can I roll to see what we've done to make them think we want them to come over?
Yeah, really. That's a good roll.
We fought shit.
As they sit down, he kind of just looks at you all and is like, I have to say,
Oh God.
you all becoming a routine part of my day, and I have to say it's becoming one of my favorite parts.
I feel like you don't have to say that.
I feel like this
How
is
many times does something have to happen before it's a routine?
Well, I'm just saying we're all kind of harsh weather kind of survivors. We're all just spending this time here trying to stay warm in what is an awful storm.
It's not really storming anymore.
Well, up until now. Which means we'll all be splitting ways soon. Or at least I'm leaving. I got places to be,
He's like, give the satisfaction.
people to see.
Still from Ward.
Are we rock, paper, scissors?
Andrea.
Don't you-
Andrea kind of looks at you. I just have to say, my husband, he said, you will stop by the house and let us know that you destroyed some evil beast and saved the town.
Yeah, but we think that there's possibly going to be more. Because it was created. It wasn't in charge of itself. It's like when you put a puppet on strings and you so it's probably gonna be more.
There wouldn't be too much history of that. I can tell you that much. Is the Verkvar town we normally You know, many just host travelers. They don't even have a festival to attract. The taverns really all they have. And we have seen the people like you make a coin, you know?
Who's speaking?
The wife.
Andrea.
Oh, okay.
So,
How long have you lived here?
be my whole life. Me and I grew up here. I
Yes.
met my husband.
Your family's from here as well?
Oh, absolutely.
So what about 40 years ago when, you know, this town was a bit of a...
She kind of looks here. I would know I'm not 40.
I know, but your parents probably are.
No, they are retired, yes. They are live
You
in
need
a
to go to
bus
the
house.
retirement home.
Yeah.
So what about,
They are live with us in their home.
so what about 40 years ago when your town was a bit of a hotspot?
I don't think this town's a hot spot.
That's not what I've been told.
By who?
People in passing.
Can I insight check her?
Sure.
She's talking about the notes we found in the church, man.
It's
Like they say everything, you know, that everything that is there. It says that there's a girl, Rose. Rose was it?
Yes.
The thorn rose.
Justice.
And then it's the same thing. Antoine's like, yeah, there was actually, now that, yeah, you're fun, yeah. You would know this. What the hell was going on with the whole, like, this was like a mecca, wasn't it? Like, how did you not know this was no, like, a big tier hotspot? I haven't seen you in church once.
It's these two of my least favorite characters talking to each other.
And she goes, I do not know. This is the first time hearing of some mecca.
Yeah, apparently you guys were a bit of a center for like healing. Religious healing, not like the real kind.
All I know is,
I mean, I haven't seen any herbs perform miracles before, but I mean,
Really? Because you're alive?
I'm alive because you're here, not because some flower.
What do you think I used to bring you back? Do you think I prayed to Lathander?
Yeah,
Because
I
I
think-
assure you
Power
I
of
didn't.
Friendship.
I think you use your training.
Yeah. And what do you think I use in that training?
I was trained how to use Lathander's might and power.
Yeah, and I was trained how to use nature and what nature gives us, not Lathander.
Same, you know, tomato,
Nope.
potato.
No.
I'm gonna have to understand you. The gods kind of just made the land, so really you just use.
Well,
the
does
gods.
Lathander get all
Yeah,
the credit?
lawyered.
Does Lathander get all the credit then? Because I'm sick and tired of hearing of him.
No, Tia's in there too. Tia probably made the tomato.
Now there is Helm there too, once or twice, I'm sure.
Anyway, apparently your town was a bit of a center for healing, so it seems strange to me that your parents would never have mentioned that.
We wouldn't have the religious type, as you could tell by the state of the temple.
Oh, no.
No offense, Father.
Apparently the temple was quite big 40 years ago.
It hasn't been big since as long as I have been alive.
Well, I'm not asking about your experience, I'm asking about what your parents might have told
Maybe
you.
you can go and ask them then.
Can I? That'd be lovely.
Is there anyone in this bar who is like old? So old.
Yes.
Like so old. Like when you look at them, you picture them like kind of hunched over and just saying
Yeah, there's a couple of elderly
quietly
people.
so old as they like hobble along. Is that
There are a couple of elderly people at the bar, yeah.
okay? Willow is gonna beeline it over to them.
As Willow goes, as Willow goes, I go, no. Oh.
And
I'm gonna go with Willow.
I'm just gonna kind of like loom on like if
With
I-
that, the door opens. We're gonna do that. No. I was gonna say, with that, the door opens. Some more people start filling in. Shortly thereafter, you see Granite and Trell come back with what looks like bags and hands them off to Beatrice. She starts unpacking it, just like supplies from the.
Yeah,
like
like
start-
bags.
Yeah, she starts looking through. It seems
There's
like
wee men in the bags.
it's a shipment. There's a lot more. There's flour. You're seeing more cooking stuff. You see a pile more herbs start coming out, and with that, you wander over to an old man. There's actually two old men just kind of sitting next to each other, enjoying a small cup of whatever they're drinking.
I Willow. I'm gonna like
You're backed up by Cassian, remember that.
get a couple drinks for them and like set them down and just say, "You're old." And
You just going around telling people they're old.
sometimes they don't know.
Oh, they both laughed. They both laughed. Well, I got a back that cracks every time I stand up to prove it.
I'm looking to know, I guess, 40 years ago. So when you were...
The second you say that, they kind of start looking at each other.
Right, perfect. Got it. Locked you into that. That's what Willow says to them, by the way.
I'm gonna be like uncomfortably close to them.
I just be like, I just want to know what happened with the Church of Tyr. Like, why did Rose stop healing people? That seems mean.
Where did you hear that name?
Well, I dug a hole in a church. At the bottom of it, it said, "Hi, I'm a clue," and then it said Rose.
Can we hear
I'm gonna
this?
say I was there, and it's true.
Can we hear this?
They both look at each other, and they kind of just look at you. Give me persuasion.
Can we hear this, Travis? Like, are we close enough?
Did you follow her over to the other table?
No.
Because it
No.
is loud in here. Like, there is...
No, but can we see them be visibly uncomfortable?
Can I get advantage? Oh, I have
The
inspiration
gold
from
guys,
last time.
the gold guys, they don't look so much as uncomfortable as they
Okay,
get curious.
Okay. 18.
Nice.
18. That name's a little... I haven't heard it in a while, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that.
What do you want to know?
Well, my understanding is that they were a nice family.
Yeah, very
And
nice.
she
very,
was-
very nice. Actually, they the whole family ran the church. Really,
And she was healing some people, and then this disease came.
It was just out of nowhere. There was a little girl. She used to run around the streets, and then one day, someone fell ill, and she fixed it. And I don't know how. No one did.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she did that. Word got out. People came, visited, all from all over, really.
And then there came a time when she didn't heal anyone? Or couldn't heal anyone?
Oh, yeah. There was, something came through. Sickness, maybe. I lost myself a cousin to it, but guess I was lucky. Not too many people died, maybe 30, 40.
And how many people would have lived here back then?
Oh, a few hundred. Residents,
I
really.
mean, that's like a good chunk of your population.
Yeah. But we, we're not a big town. People came for the church, really, and tons of functions over there. It was part of my childhood.
So why did you stop going to the church?
The whole family disappeared. And eventually they went away.
Mm-hmm. What, did they all disappear on like the same day? That's suspicious.
That part I don't know. Just one day, they all got sick.
And
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone else, they probably all died.
And did they all got sick together?
I don't know. I was still pretty young. I won't lie. I was.
was the church good memories of your childhood?
Yes, of course.
Then why don't you go to church now? And I'm gonna.
Can we hear that?
I don't. The church has been closed.
It's open now.
I didn't even know.
Can we hear that? Can we hear him yell?
Yeah.
Willow's just like stunned.
Should we?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Does Antoine react? When
Antoine's like, you don't need to be as aggressive, sir. But
do you think this is how recruitment happens?
I know. No, I'm telling him to be a little zealous. I like where he's going. His heart's in the right places. Just you don't know only strong people to church.
Are you calling him a zealot? Because I mean, I don't disagree, but.
No zealot.
Right, I'm gonna go keep Holy Boy over there from decking an old person.
I don't really know why.
Well, and I expect to see you there next Mass.
Okay, I'll go to church.
I walk up and I go,
Crying.
Cassian, there's free booze over at the bar. Or sorry, fuck. Cassian, there's free booze over at the bar.
Well, then why am I still here?
I don't
and I'm just
know.
kind of started walking towards the bar.
Antoine kind of walks over to the guy. Seriously, don't worry about it. Just get those Vanda guys. They get a little antsy. Just
Also, religion isn't
But-
like essential.
Okay, but to the
to some people, the Church of Tea is now open again. You're more than welcome to come over. We're gonna start doing like services, functions. I'm planning some stuff for the fall. If you like playing cards,
do these ignoring Antoine because Willow kind of hates him a little bit. Back to the oldies. Do they like? Did something happen that made people stop getting sick, or they just stopped getting sick? Like, what happened?
I don't really know. I just know that one day things kind of started getting better. The church obviously didn't get better. They kind of just went away.
Now, I'm not sure if you heard, but there was a undead thing here the other day.
Oh no! I'll tell you, something like that happens here. We're all gonna know about it.
Fair enough. It had similar markings to the disease that was here 40 years ago. And we're trying to get on top of that before,
Oh, I have no idea about any diseases.
Can you remember any of the symptoms that those who died
Yeah,
had before they died?
Yeah,
Can you
because-
tell me? I'm a doctor, that's why I'm asking. I'm not a weirdo, but
I have this thing on my leg. And he kind of pulls his pants up in an area, and there's a giant, just awful cyst just sitting there, and it's kind of infected because you can kind of think he's been picking at it. I don't.
Okay.
Is this something I can get rid of?
Can I roll a medicine check?
Yeah.
Fuck this dice. Ooh. It's okay. that is the wrong character. Sorry, folks. That is a +7. So 12.
It's a cyst, and it's infected.
Okay, well, can I try and like give him a cream to try?
Do you have anything in the medical kit? I mean, it's not gonna get rid of the cyst. I mean, helping versus infection.
What I would recommend, sir, is that you drain that and then you put a salve on it.
Oh, I was picking at it a while back. With,
Oh, I wouldn't pick at it. I would take a blade, a thin one, and I would run it through the flame, and then drain the cyst, so that all that gross shit comes out. Not at the dinner table though. Most people don't actually like that.
Okay, yeah.
And then you're gonna put a salve on it to kind of keep
Okay.
it from coming back.
Yeah, thank you, Doc.
Yeah, anytime. Now about the symptoms that the other folks had.
Yes, the symptoms.
Yeah.
Well, people got real tired. My cousin, for a while, just became real tired.
Right? And how long between the onset of the tiredness
Not long.
and the death?
Not long, a few days, I think. It was one day we were all hanging out playing, and then the other day we were told he was home. And then it wasn't long before that we were at his, saying goodbye.
Were there any other symptoms?
Stopped eating. It was almost like they just faded away.
Interesting. Thank you, Antoine.
Did nothing else? Were they nauseous? Were they dizzy? Headache?
We weren't allowed to go visit them.
No.
They kind of kept them separate.
Did anyone have any idea how the disease was transmitted?
No, we don't even we all hung out with him and he got it. And none of us got it.
Did they all live in a certain part of town? Did they all eat a certain food from a particular butcher? Did they all go to church? Were they maybe all in the
back
choir?
then, everyone went to church.
There was no common theme between everybody who died.
I didn't personally kind of investigate it.
Did you know? Did anyone investigate it?
I don't know. That was I just one day we were told that the Justice family was no longer with us, and
Who told you that? Who delivered that news?
my parents.
Oh,
No, right. He was probably younger.
A little status check on Cassian. He's pretty passed out at whatever table he's at.
We all look over, just like, yeah, that
It's
checks
probably
out.
for the best.
Probably.
Keep him there.
Do you know of anyone who's alive today who would have been responsible for looking into illnesses and deaths like that? Like a doctor or a town official?
No, we don't. We don't have many doctors. Sometimes some of them come through like yourself.
Were there any that came through at that time?
Oh, yeah, lots. I remember lots of people.
Do you know their names?
No.
No. Do you know where they were from?
The cities?
The cities? And do you know if any of them belong to any central organizations? Like any hospitals
No.
that were No? Okay.
None of that, no.
Alright.
Why do you care so much about that? That's a long time ago.
I'm a bit of a researcher. I do historical papers
Oh,
for the hospital. So, and this was a particularly fascinating case. So it's not often I get to talk
if you're
to.
looking for old cases.
Yeah.
I had an Uncle Ronnie once. He was bitten by a snake.
Oh, right, yeah,
And
snakes.
yeah, it was a weird thing, the bite. For a while, he said it didn't hurt, but it looked like it hurt a lot.
Did he die
Oh, yeah, eventually, yeah.
from
but-
the snake bite?
Oh, no.
No,
It was
right,
after they took
okay.
the second part of his leg. He just didn't come back from that one.
Right. How long after the snake bite was that?
Oh. Wow. Well, the first bite, and then they cut the bottom part of the leg off. And then, that got infected, so they cut the second part of the leg off, and he just didn't bounce back after that.
Right, so like a couple days or like
Oh, yeah, probably about 4 or 5.
was this around the time that other people were dying?
No, heavens.
No,
This
all
was
right,
like-
all right. Well,
This was like 10 years after that.
I've got a due date on this particular paper, but when we come back through, I will absolutely. Neve,
She
Huh?
She got a cold once that it didn't go away, and then it got real heavy,
right,
and then it got better, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
she died.
right. Was this when everyone else was dying?
No, she fell into a river. It was completely unrelated.
Right. That's a lot of really good material for me to keep in mind for my next paper, but like I said, this one
Is
is
there like an overall theme? Is there one that perhaps talks about like I have sometimes my feet get itchy when it rains? Is that like a thing?
sounds like you're a bit of a barometer, sir.
Is that like a medical thing you can?
No, I mean, you know what? You know who would know? And I wave Antoine over. Oh, that sounds like more of like a religion thing, and that's not really my jam. But you know what? This kind gentleman here,
You think
yeah.
tears giving me powers to like?
Maybe, you know what? Antoine would have way more answers. I've got to go, but very fascinating. Thanks for the info. Catch up with you later. And then I just I shove Antoine into the conversation.
Hey, old fella, how's it going?
And then I leave.
You want to go back to here? You got to come to service. We're gonna start doing services 2 times a day.
Do you think I get
We
to
do
go
like a morning one, not too early in the morning, and then that's all you hear as you kind of break away from the table.
As I walk back with Esme, I say, "Do you think I get to go to heaven because I helped recruit someone for a church I don't believe in?"
Well, we'll work on it.
All
We'll
right.
work on it.
All right.
Do you want to go to heaven?
I mean, it's better than the alternative, right?
I don't know if you have to deal with people like Cassian.
I wasn't planning on
There
going.
could be a
fucking-
third option.
Well, I feel like there's more than one god, but I'm not an expert. It's fine. I'm not actually looking for religion. I just don't want to burn for all
So
eternity.
more food and drink starts to come throughout the night. The bar stops in again. Seeing Cassian passed out, seeing you all kind of get to that point. It's getting to that part of the night where people are starting to go home. The atmosphere's starting to die. The bard has hung up his instrument for the night. And he comes over with a drink, and again, his accompanying Andrea. Now, we can sit and have some fun. How did you like the old presentation tonight?
You did a good job. Yeah.
Leroy here is going to be hitting our roads first thing in the morning. I just wanted to ensure you all, if I ever run into you, I just drinks on side. Catching up time. It's been interesting. I'll be telling that tale what you did with that big old creature to every person I see as soon as I work out that course.
Right. I appreciate it. Yeah. That's good. Yeah. I mean, and you know what? It's unfortunate because Cassian's the talker. None of us really.
Do we want to find out where he's going? So
Where are you going?
we don't go there?
Where are you going? Where do
We don't go there.
Where do you have a home or do you just Is this like a chance thing?
I'm actually heading up towards Neverwinter eventually.
Oh, right, we're headed south. Not
Oh.
north, so.
Well, maybe I'll catch you on the way back up.
Maybe.
If you're not already famous from my songs, that is, you're too
I
big.
mean, if we're being honest, that's not my real name. So if you want to use my real name, it's Jane.
Give me a deception. Jane.
Okay, that's not good. Oh, it's the wrong character. See, I was like, I don't need deception. What did I roll?
8.
An 8, okay. 10.
I could never, ever let your name be forgotten and just give it a mundane one like name. Jane.
No, because I depend on my anonymity for patients to trust
but when
me.
a hero's work cannot be, it has to be celebrated. And
Yeah,
this is
but
where-
it puts my patients in an uncomfortable position. So if you could just not that be just.
Willow is resisting the
Andrea,
urge to face palm.
why would you not why would you not want to get the
Because if my
recognition for your-
patients think they're gonna be famous for their ailments, they're not gonna come to me.
That seems awful. Why would
That's
people do
true.
that?
Well, I mean, I don't know, but I'm not a patient.
I would just go to the famous doctor.
Well,
Right,
maybe
Ryan?
they'll think
I
they
would
won't be
just
able to
go the
afford me.
famous doctor.
Maybe they think they won't be able to afford it.
That is a good question.
Yeah. And I don't want them to not come to me because they think I'm expensive. So, another name would be very much appreciated, given.
He goes, as soon as you
what
say
we've
that, he bumps back in. I could change the lyrics a little bit to include the modestly priced, almost doing it for free. doctor.
No, you're missing the point. You're-
Really priced.
Listen. If we could reach an understanding without involving everybody else, and I kind of motion to Willow.
Are we fighting?
No, not yet. Not fucking yet. But if you could
Fire hands ready.
understand what I'm
Drunk
asking,
fire hands
Yeah.
ready.
Esme pulls her book out.
if you could understand what I'm asking, if you could leave our real names out of it,
Cassie wouldn't mind his name staying there.
you know what? Leave Cassie. It's a bit of a showboat. And maybe
Oh,
Esme, but it's up to her because I know she wants her parents to be proud of her. So I'll leave that in
Well,
her.
how about this? Meet me tomorrow morning
Oh, no.
before I leave to hear the version of the song. I'll leave your names out of it. If you're okay with it,
Yes, leave our names out.
I'll leave your names out if you listen to the song tomorrow morning.
I'll listen to it tomorrow morning. Fine. Fine. And you know what? Cassian will be here too. He'll be really, really excited to listen to a song when he's hungover. I'm
So,
actually
you hear a
really excited
song,
about that.
Okay, you know what?
Make sure it's really loud.
Yeah, you know what? He really likes bass. So as bassy and as
Oh, well, the song's
Brain
great.
rattling.
I just gotta go tweak the lyrics a little bit.
yeah, as brain rattling as possible.
Absolutely.
Like heavy metal.
Yeah, really get up in his ears because he's a little hard of hearing, so you kind of.
Oh, of course. I did not even know that.
I would never.
He hides it so well.
He does. He's an excellent lip reader.
It's probably all that work for the church. that's
Probably.
gone
You know,
wrong.
Lathander probably just whispers in his ear what's actually going on. Might be why he's a little kooky, but
Everyone's got their way.
It's just like
Well,
what's
I'm going to go
necessary.
retire. I'm going to go have to practice up in my room and get sure this is
Right.
ready.
appreciate
I'll
that.
see you all in the morning.
Mhm.
And he kind of reaches over, grabs the Mr. Silva's hand and gives it a kiss. Again, it was always a pleasure. And then he kind of heads upstairs, singing and whistling. and
Can
tuning.
I roll an insight check to see if they definitely fucked?
You don't need to. It's a yes.
Yeah, give me insight.
Can I help her? Can I help her?
14.
You don't know.
Oh, come
it could
on.
be either way.
I feel like with them it's
14
either
is above average. Come
Does
on
she
now.
at least blush when he kisses her hand? Her makeup's worn off. It's been a full night of singing and dancing.
I will say she blushes slightly.
I don't know
There's
how
your
to-
answer.
I don't know how to interpret that information.
It's easy.
Oh yeah.
They're boning.
Do you think her husband knows?
Canon, that's how they're spreading the disease.
Oh, it's an STI.
STD.
STI. Now.
STI.
Yeah, sexually transmitted infection, not disease.
I thought it was disease if it was like permanent, but it was infection if it wasn't permanent.
Oh, infection.
If it's a disease, I can cure it.
Are you suddenly awake now? Yeah, Cassian
Side
wakes
note.
up.
He's
and
just
the
like
STI
mumbling in his
conversation.
Yeah.
I can cure itchy crotches.
You've got the crotch. Well, Xander's got that. That is daddy vibes.
It burns me. You can come to me.
Oh, Neve definitely doesn't want that associated.
That's your new traveling slogan.
All right. Is anyone else left in the bar?
I'm gonna totally use that.
Is there anyone else left in the bar?
There are a few patrons, yeah, but everyone seems to be going to bed, and it's getting to that time when people are starting to, the locals have all kind of flooded out, and the rest of the patrons have kind of gone off to the room. You've seen now Antoine kind of finish talking with those old guys, help them out of the bar, and then turn around and go, look to you all. I'm myself going to take a nap.
Did you recruit them for your
Actually, they said they'll go bring the wives. Nice fellas, actually.
Oh, so I get brownie points then for helping you recruit people?
I've already marked you down as a permanent member of the church.
Me?
No,
No,
Yeah.
no, not. You know what?
Honorary-
That's actually not my real name.
Honorary tier friends.
That's actually not my real name.
Shoot your
You'll need to
finger
get
guns.
that. It's Jane. It's Jane. My name is Jane.
You can't hide your love for the church.
It's no love. I'll burn it to the ground.
Don't understand. We're watching. You don't need to love us. We just love you. And
I'll
then
burn
he
it
kinda
to the
goes,
ground with a dead man's head.
That sounds so rapey. You don't need to love us. We love you.
Silence doesn't equal consent.
Not stalking. He's straight up just stalking you now.
I don't think you're being silent though.
That's not Eve's thing.
Yeah.
As he goes upstairs, whispering how much he loves you all,
No doesn't mean yes.
he heads up to bed.
All right, I think we should all go to bed. I don't know about you guys, but I got to take last fight. So did Cassian.
Yeah.
Do you think your room is still full of children?
God, I hope not.
You can still sleep in ours. I can just sleep in my little sleeping bag.
And I check my room to see if they're child free.
Yeah, you go. You put your key in, you turn the room, and you open it, and there's nobody in there.
Is it clean?
It looks actually the people took care of it on the way out.
Awesome. Thank God.
Not
I wake up.
Which one?
I wake up.
Thank Tier.
As you all start to pass out for the night,
I'm staying at my table.
you're staying at your table.
Unless anybody wakes me up.
Oh, like he's sleeping at the table.
Are you
Yeah.
leaving him there?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
That's what I figured.
Maybe if you like bring a blanket down and put it on you, and then just like he's
Tap him
fine.
on the head.
I go out to the stable and I get like just a disgusting saddle pad, and I put it under his head as a pillow.
It's HE. It's
The one I used from the other night.
And you all start to go to sleep. Any of you do anything before bed?
Nope.
Or just passing all out?
Sleep.
I might. Is there like a bathroom in my presidential suite? Like a place for me to bathe?
No.
I thought there was.
Oh, in your the
Yeah.
presidential suite, yeah, there is a bath.
Because she'll probably wash up before she goes to bed.
Okay. It's not like the old days where you can just like turn a tap. It's not like today you turn a tap. You would have actually had to go and get water, heat it up, put it in the tub.
Is there somebody who works at this place that I could have paid to do that for me?
At night, like at bedtime.
Yeah. Like, where's Billy from the stables?
Well, he's not there.
Travis, I sent you a message.
Okay.
Oh, I guess he had a
Can
bed
she
this
do like
time.
a
Don't worry about it.
like a
No,
horse bath?
there's only one. A horse bath.
Like,
A horse bath.
can she just like, Travis?
I can warm your bathtub and create bonfires.
So none of you are, just out of curiosity, none of you are like elves or anything like that. All of you
Well, I
sleep?
guess I
Or
could do that too. I have produced
do any of you not sleep?
Could I do that?
I sleep.
Teresa, do you sleep?
You got my message.
Yeah. But do you need to sleep?
No.
Okay. And Vic, you don't need to sleep either because you're an elf.
I'm not an elf.
Oh, sorry, you're not an elf. Do you need to sleep then? You need to sleep.
I'm assuming I need to sleep.
Okay. And Brandon's sleeping downstairs. All right.
You
Sleeping.
didn't answer my
He's
question.
he's 3 hours into his long
So far.
He's already 3 hours into his long.
So far, Cassian has slept in a stall next to Poppy, in a church,
Oh,
in the
closet.
above a bunch of dead people, in a closet, and on a bar with his head on a saddle pad, drunk.
And
Just-
what was your question, Terry?
You didn't answer my question
like a fucking rock star.
Like a fucking rock star.
about my whore's bed.
Oh yeah, no, there's a communal wash area with a bucket of water in.
But then Willow did have a good point
Right.
that she could heat my water.
I have
Up for
create
me.
bonfire.
But I have produced
You're gonna make a
flame.
bonfire in the middle of the building?
I have produced flame with that.
So you guys are all intoxicated,
Yeah.
and you're going to try to create a bonfire to heat a tub.
Are you intoxicated? Were you drinking?
What about produced flame? Is that less fire than
I mean, wasn't drinking.
I
wasn't drinking.
Canonically, don't drink.
Okay.
I have produced flame. Is that less fire than
Probably.
bonfire?
Yes. It's produced flame would be like you put like a light on your finger, like a fire, like a lighter up into your finger.
Or fire bolt.
Are you destroying the container you're holding the water in?
Let's just say.
Kaboom!
Okay. I'm going to paint a picture here. So you're trying to get this to work.
Team chat.
Willow, you're sleeping. You're in your room by yourself because Cassian's downstairs.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out the bath situation,
Yeah.
right?
And I've
Willow's
also
sleeping.
never had
I mean, if she'd said she was having problems, I would have gone over to help her before sleeping.
But I would have also never had to do this before ever in my life.
Amazing.
So
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Esme burns down the motel.
You probably put it up to there's no one working to set it up. Normally someone would have done this for you.
Right, and I've never had to do this before in my
So,
life. So
Probably not tonight.
yeah, I'm
But
gonna try my best to do it myself then. Because I'm a
Alright.
strong, independent woman.
Travis, your child just left.
Don't need no
Your
man.
child just left. She waved down the stairs.
oh. Bye.
No, she's gone. Oh, no, she's not gone.
And with that, you so okay, well, I just knew what everyone's doing.
I'm attempting to warm up this water so
Okay,
that I
you're
can
still trying to get the water to warm
bathe.
up. Is anyone with her trying to figure this tough situation out?
Yeah.
No.
This is fascinating.
No.
Willow is just like, this is great.
Alright, so you're in the room trying to figure this out
With fire.
with fire. You're both sitting there. I'm going to need Teresa, can you give me a constitution saving throw?
Okay. Gotta remember what sheet is
Put it
mine.
on top.
I know. 11.
Okay. You start to feel incredibly sleepy
Okay.
and you pass out. You start seeing double vision and you pass out.
Holy notes on the back.
Right?
Should I just be like, no, I don't.
No, but I'm confused with my characters because I've got too many types of rogues.
All right, Megan and Vic, I'm going to need constitution saving throws from you. Brandon, you automatically fail.
Give up.
Nat 20.
I feel like I'm
What's your total though?
Constitution 22.
Gotcha.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
That was a nat one.
That's 20, Nat 1, and I have an auto fail. What's up?
All
What
right,
do you get,
so
Dave?
this is what
bad.
I'm going to tell the story of what is happening with those rolls. So as you're all
I blow up the whole place.
as you're trying to fiddle this out, you've managed to fill this bathtub up with what water was remaining in the common bathhouse. So anyone going to get water in the common washing area has none, as you've drugged the barrel into the room and filled
They
up
don't
the tub
need it.
halfway. While you're doing this, you see Esme trying to produce flame and make the water get warm as she's trying to hold this little tiny flame near the water. And as you're trying to figure it out, you go back over at Esme, and she falls to the ground and is unconscious.
Oh no.
As you start to go help her, as you start to react, you feel yourself starting to get slow.
Okay,
With a 22.
yeah, I know. Can I with one hand shake her and the other hand like splash some water on my
just like
face.
slap her.
And also like scoop it onto her a little bit, I guess.
Awesome. Just give me perception check at disadvantage, please.
With a nat 20?
Well, skill checks
Time
are
to make a new character.
2.
Don't worry, they have to kill
3.
me first. I'm downstairs. So you'll have at least some screams
Yes,
first.
with disadvantage for seemingly no reason. Yes, it's 3.
As you're fighting off some toxin in your body right now, you feel yourself woozy. You're starting to see two of everything. You're grabbing Esme, and you feel yourself falling into sleepiness and wanting to fall asleep, but you're able to push it back. You're able to kind of push it back, and the poison, although it doesn't go away, it's there. The sluggishness of this poison is there. Or whatever is taking control. It's not so much as a poison. What's up?
I get advantage on poison.
You get advantage on poison?
Yeah.
Roll another dice then.
Roll better. Fuck it up. That's worse.
That the fuck is that?
Well, it doesn't matter because you still
It
get.
doesn't matter because I still get
Actually,
the
it's
11.
funny that when you threw it away, you rolled a 20.
You know, I could have gone
You
the
get
rest of my
natural?
life without knowing that. It was.
Yeah.
Megan's like, hey, nice food. Here's some salt for it.
Don't get married, folks.
So, as you're struggling off this thing, you don't hear the presence behind you. When all of a sudden a net covers you, and you feel the weight of 2 individuals pushing you down to the ground.
I cast Create Bonfire on my square.
The second you get to the ground, does it require verbal and a semantic?
That's a great.
Is yours?
Yeah.
Okay, so no, your hands are.
Well, I'm grappled. I don't get a grapple check for that. You just have your old perception.
Okay, go. We're gonna do opposing strength checks right now.
I'm so good at it.
I'm so good at it.
Oh.
It's a 6.
24.
Oh boy.
You weren't going to beat that.
As you're grabbed and thrown to the ground under this net, you're kind of flipped over as your arms are being pinned against your side. The last thing you see is
Can I cast Mind Sliver?
what?
It's just verbal.
Verbal. The second you go to open, I'm painting a picture. The second you were to go to open your mouth,
Yeah.
you're gonna get knocked out.
I have.
But the last thing you see before you get knocked out is you're pinned to the ground, half poisoned, in a net, is granite sitting over top of your body, and a trell reaching back and cracking you in the jaw as everything goes dark.
Which one was Granite again?
They were the
He was the Frenchman and the big.
I think
log.
Atrell was the French one.
Okay.
And Granite was the dopey speaking one.
The cooks.
Yeah.
You all
They were just jealous of your abilities.
awaken the next morning
We should eat your food.
in the basement of some building in an iron cage without any of your equipment.
All of us?
Every one of you, including your friendly bard.
Do I have my armor?
You have nothing.
Excellent.
Excellent.
That means
Like,
it's-
I don't have my bag.
Nothing.
Do I have Peony?
No.
Do I have Binks?
No. And that's where we're going to leave this session and going into the next one.
No!
This will be the end of this episode as you awaken in a cage in a basement somewhere
I do not
with none of your
consent.
stuff.
I do not consent.
So this is the payback for us being dicks to him. You're all knocked out in a cage.
That's like the worst thing your DM can ever say to you when you're like, oh, I rolled a nat 20. They're like, yeah, what's the total? And you're like, the total's you're mean.
You still resisted. The actual DC was 20.
They had to come in and hold your ass down, and knock you out.
Yeah, with the plot.
At
armor
least you
fucking
got to
strength,
see
you're
who-
instantly knocked out.
At least you got
I
to
didn't
see who
you
it
rolled
was.
No dice back there.
At least you got
I
to
did
see
roll
who it
dice.
was.
Yeah.
You want to know what I rolled?
Yeah.
Rolled a 24 to hit,
Mhm.
and since you were prone and restrained, it was a crit, and I punched you in the face for 24 damage.
I have 32 HP.
You're also fighting off a poison.
That doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Where's the damage
He
modifier?
passed. She passed the poison check. There is no negative for being poisoned.
Anyway, this is what happens when you have players who don't like when bad things happen.
This is what happens when you have a DM who bullies.
I bully?
I'm bullied.
I hate every one of you. Thank you all for tuning in to our first live in-person episode of Midlife Criticals. We appreciate all the comments, people who tune into the stream. Maybe by now I put it on Spotify. Who knows? But you can catch it every episode on our YouTube channel and every Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard, where we stream our recorded episodes live. We love you guys all. Thank you for coming in and tuning in all this time and being with us.
I wouldn't say we love them. We don't know who they are.
You're supposed to love them.
I mean, if they're tier followers, I don't love them. Only Lathander. And that goes for the one person in the comment. You know, if you guys have read the comments for the YouTube, someone totally put Lathander in there.
Actually, I believe that was the animator to the intro, by the way.
Oh. Yes! I like him even better.
He wanted to listen to the stream after he'd never heard of Dungeons, like he never knew anything about Dungeons & Dragons before. And he heard of it, but he didn't know what it was. And then he watched the episode after we put it up, because I told him it was up. And he's like, I had it on, and I just didn't turn it off.
That's too good.
So he really liked it. Now he said he was to the point where he had to stop work because we were too distracting. So thank you for all those kind words everyone says about the show, and I do appreciate it. Until next week, we'll see you then. We're going back to our old format because, we're not going to drive 2.5 hours every episode. But
Unless you donate lots of money.
unless
Sponsors.
hashtag sponsors.
Hashtag sponsors.
Hashtag sponsors, as in we got none. So please give us sponsors. Anyone else have anything to say other than we'll see you next week?
It's a prison on planet bullshit.
This is prison on planet bullshit.
Literally, we're in jail.
Yeah.
We are.
It's a
And we
prison
don't
on
know-
planet bullshit.
We could be on planet bullshit.
Yeah.
Oh God! All right, bye.